What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Wasteland 3. Now, last time we left off, we just had a super duper tough fight against October 11 and took down all the animatrons and the synths. So that was super tough. We did get a bunch of level ups, which is awesome. Range damage bonus, some awareness would be nice. You already have the 1 penetration, we need 2 points. Throwing range. Con. You do have really low health. Evasion and initiative would be nice, though. I don't understand what initiative is for. Because I feel like a lot of it depends on, like, the dialogue for who goes first. Like, who attacks who, you know? I mean, the intelligence is just so nice. Critical heal chance, since she's our healer. Let's get a point in intelligence and kind of go from there. We maxed out your charisma, which is awesome. We want leadership. A med dart. Healing item effectiveness. Healing when reviving allies. But sadly, you're the first one to go down a lot. I think I'm just going to stick with leadership. I don't really want to go into automatic weapons yet. Because we do that, and now we can get the demoralize. Which goes nicely with the suppression. Which suppression should also do a negative hit chance, which I think is another 20%. So if we demoralize and then suppress, do that additional damage against like bosses and stuff, then they have a minus 40% hit chance. That could be a nice combination. You're maxed out in intelligence. Experience bonus. Your hit chance is pretty good. I feel like the lucky action's kind of nice. I'm going to go with luck. Because it also increases your penetration. As a sniper, I feel like that's nice. I at least want to get to penetration 3. And then to potentially hit, like, get a lucky action chance. So we can get 2 shots. We have 7 points. Holy cow. Let's do sneaky shit and animal whisper. Better passive bonuses. I'd still like to hold off. If your animal companion drops to 25 con, gain 50 crit chance and 2 AP. Ooh, precision strikes with sniper rifles have significantly higher chances of inflicting critical effects. That could be really nice. Gain 10% hit chance when you don't move. Ambush attacks with sniper rifles that kill your target don't end the ambush. Oh my. Sneak attack damage. That's not super great. Because I'm hoping with our perception that we can spot a lot of them. Quick slot, con. I think we'll hold on to that stuff for now. Now you, my friend. The crit chance is nice. Strike rate. Speed might be good for you. Range damage bonus. I think we keep going up with your awareness. You don't need super high perception, but... So we're going barter. Barter, let's get barter. Because now, I've kind of been wanting this perk. The toast is nice, but I kind of want this. I don't know if we'll be buying much stuff, but to have that. Have a 5% chance of being sold for 40 times their value? Holy cow. Mr. Kwan. Strike rate would be nice. I might go more intelligence to get you some more skill points. Keep upgrading Kiss Ass would be nice. We could do Kiss Ass and then First Aid. Let's keep boosting your First Aid. We gotta remember that you have the second highest First Aid. Granted, she'll be doing most of the healing, but you got some options. This is an SMG. That is kind of nice, but I think I'm gonna hold off on your perk point. Okay, so we can go turn in this bounty now, and hopefully this will open up more bounties, because they said with the head they can like hack into it. We're definitely gonna go see the doctor. Travel to Denver. So next is going to be Gideon Reyes. That was a level 6 quest. What level are we? We're 7 and 8. Is anybody 9? Our two main characters are 9. So we're between level 9 and 7. I don't know what max level is in this game. I'm assuming it would be like 20? Maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll find out as we get further into the game. Alright, I like my quick saves in games like this.
Find that synth in Colorado Springs yet?
Here's its head. Where's the bounty?
No muss, no fuss. How about that? Alright then. Here's the cash, as promised.
Another 190.
Now, one more thing. I was kinda afraid you'd be as pussy as the AZ Rangers, but it looks like you're serious. So I've got another proposal for you.
Okay.
We need a base of operations for our synth hunt, and it looks like you've got plenty of space. What do you say? Can we set up shop here?
You don't seem to like the Rangers much. You sure you want to hang around?
Ranger squad I ran with in AZ was a chicken outfit. Failed to utilize me properly. Paid the price for it. But you did okay here, so I'm giving you a chance.
Now listen, right? First of all, our Rangers aren't too happy about the refugees. It is what it is. Figured we'd be a good person. Marshall's already said they'd have our back if we decide to go against the Patriarch. I feel like the more people in our base, the better. I just don't know. Now, I'm going to sit here and assume that there's a choice. What other plans could... Like, what are we missing out by taking these guys? I think we're going to take them. Because I'm assuming... My only assumption is we either side with these guys or we side with some synths later on. I'm going to say you can stay. The synths were bad in the second game. They were bad.
Great. We'll find a corner and keep out of the way. And just to make the deal sweeter, how'd you like to pick up a few more bounties?
What other bounties?
Like I told you, synths communicate with each other long distance. That means when I hack October 11's head, I'll be able to find its friends. Unfortunately, we're still on the trail of a pack of eastbound synths right now, so we can't stop and hunt for these. But it's gotta be done, so I'll pay you to do it. Cash for each head. You want the job?
Give us the locations, we'll get the synths.
Great. Now, let me just crack this egg.
These guys do look pretty cool. Wolf takes the head, expertly opens it, then wires it to a portable computer in his backpack and begins to poke and prod. After a few minutes, he nods and turns the screen toward you. It shows a map dotted with flickering lights.
You see that light in the center? That's our current location. Actually, October 11's head. Those other lights around the middle one? Those are the other synths.
One looks real close to Denver. Anything you can tell us about it?
Lot of interference. Maybe near a radio tower. Maybe two. Lots of other smaller EM signals, too. Probably got a whole bunch of robots around to protect it.
How about the one that's a little further out from Denver?
There's some wobble in the location signal, which means it's bouncing off the mountains from the foothills. That flickering means there's interference, so it's probably underground. Maybe it's coming from some kind of bunker or mine. Or maybe a nuclear silo inside a dormant volcano. Like some kind of supervillain.
There's one in the Aspen area that keeps flickering.
Signal's imprecise, bouncing around. Maybe in the mountains.
Okay, thanks, we got it.
Great. The sooner you end them, the sooner you get paid.
You got it, boss man.
Stay sharp.
I wonder where they'll set up. We won't talk to them now. We'll continue down this quest line. Kind of go from there. How are we looking on consumables? We need more med hypos.
What do you need, Rangers?
Like to be patched up.
Of course. Have a seat.
And then we might buy some medical supplies. Do you have any medical supplies you could sell us?
I brought a few things over from the garage. Not much yet, but...
Oh, yeah. So 35. Yeah. So when we buy multiple, instead of it being 70, it's 56. Let's go ahead and get 3 more. That gives us 1 for each party member. Yeah, let's get 3 more for now. Let's go ahead and sell our junk. And then if we look at ammo, we're good on 45. We're doing okay on 3006. We need more 7.62. 9 mils good. 7.62. We're doing okay on 38. So let's go over here. Talk to our armory man.
Why do you have to go?
It's tough choosing between others and your friends, but leaving them refugees out in the cold could very well kill them.
So you seem happy with our decision.
Happy to. Take a look.
We need 7.62 ammo.
Every now and then, if he needed a witness to disappear. So why side with the Dorseys? Why put us in the position of having to do something about him?
Let's spend 168 and get 105. No, we're getting 105. What's the 36? Okay. I need Lucia to get a perk. Oh, you have a perk. Okay, we got some level ups. I wonder if it was from turning in that stuff. Yeah, everything that we have double of, let's go ahead. We're buying. We're buying. Guys, we're buying. Why are we buying? We don't want to buy. Damn it. Okay, well, we just wasted some money there. It's all good. I don't want to sell any weapons. Honestly, this weaker armor can probably just go. Scout armor. The scrap armor can go. We just leveled up our barter, so we could make more money off of this, but we'll just sell it now. I think everything else we'll keep for the moment. Don't want to sell our weapons. We're not gonna get a lot here, but let's sell some of this stuff. 'Cause I don't really plan on using this, but we'll keep a few just in case. Okay, we can't actually sell the yellow snowballs, makes sense. Miscellaneous, crafting components. Okay, we're We're up to 1830. Is there anything that we want to craft at the moment? Let's look at our level ups first. Hit chance, perception. Additional penetration could be nice. So could additional action points. Giving you extra health could be nice. Throwing range. Allowing you to wear better armor. I'm really liking leveling up your awareness right now, because your hit chance is kind of dog water. I might go with explosives here. And then Lucia, we're gonna grab perks, and right away we're gonna get Scrounger's Touch. Field stripping, because now we can finally field strip all those weapons. Although this would be nice to grab too before we start field stripping everything. So that would put us there. I'm gonna get weapon modding 7. And then for you, strike rate's pretty garbage. Hit chance and penetration. We need to get your action points up, girly. I'm gonna get this last level of penetration. I mean, we can get 6 if we go one more, but let's get +1. Get that hit chance, and then your awareness is really good. I think next we want to level up your coordination, though. Alright, let's go ahead and close that, and then let's look at crafting for a moment. I think I am going to hold off until we get the next perk, which I'm hoping will be... You're level 8. I'm assuming next perk is at level 10. I would assume it's every 2 levels. Inventory, crafting. Okay. Frozen ferrets, antidotes. We can make our own med hypos if we want. We could use some more nades. That uses a lot of scraps though. Shrink grenade. All this stuff uses frag grenades. A bloody mess. That causes bleed, I take it? I have no idea what this does. Decoy, machine turrets, repair kits, armor modding. I feel like a lot of this stuff isn't super great that we have. What if we modify your armor? Armor and crit resistance. Let's do it. We have quite a few of these. Give you an additional armor, a little more survivability. Like level 5 armor. Do we want to use our mods on this? Everybody's using... You have a level 10 armor. I don't know if we want to use that quite yet. You have a decent amount of stuff, but this is kind of low level still. Level 5. You still have level 2 stuff. I don't think we have any new weapons that we want to go ahead and equip. I really hate how many weapons you can use. I feel like we're not utilizing... I mean, this is kind of depending... We don't have a lot of energy cells anyways. The flamethrowers would be nice. The flamethrowers could be really good for us. But you already have the rocket launcher, which we're not even really using at the moment. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and continue on our mission. There's Private Jody. I'm liking the dog. The dog's doing us pretty well. I'm not a huge fan of the buff we get, but we'll take it for now. Alright, let's go into this next area. I also want to look at the journal. real quick, because it should have those missions for the new synths. Right? No, it actually doesn't. It's not a quest. Okay. So, this is a level 2. We're already at level 9 and 10, so we could travel to Denver. Nelius Dorsey is a level 18 quest. But we should finish everything here first.
You read the last issue of the Colorado Patriarch?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. When Jeffy ripped the robo arm off that scar collector.
I was gonna ask about the articles, but never mind.
Oh. Oh?
Raid on Little Vegas nightclub. Blood on the dance floor.
It's over here, yeah?
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
My uncle, Gideon Reyes, wants to speak to the Rangers.
Oh, of course, Miss Wesson. Open it up, fellas.
The gate opens before you. Can't loot these ammo crates? That's whack. Ah, we got something here, though.
No one's allowed in there.
What's in there?
Which word didn't you understand? Please, step away.
Aw, man. Well, that's whack. Alright, let's go ahead and quick save. Go into the next area. See what we got going on over here. Wonder if we got more Dorseys to fight. Broadmoor Heights.
Welcome to the right side of the tracks.
The windows are thick and double pane. No expense was spared to keep out the cold. Servitor bot.
So they killed the Wessons, the Schulers, the Jeffersons.
My family will be avenged.
This place had a safe that I want to get into.
It feels so empty.
Patriarch said the Dorseys were dead.
Even when Pa and Ma were traveling, they were here. Their spirits filled the place.
Their
Now they do not.
spirits filled the place. Now, they do not.
So this is her house? Sorry, lady, we're robbing
Only
your family.
person who knew the combination to that safe was Mom. If you think you can guess it, I don't mind.
Oh, here we go. Semi-auto pistol. Risky shot. Go for broke. An unreliable attack that has a 70% crit chance but minus 40% hit chance. Percival Wesson recording. This unlabeled tape contains a recording from Percival Wesson during the Dorsey attack.
My dearest Lucia, I pray this message finds its way to you, as it is the last I am ever likely to give. Whatever becomes of us, you mustn't blame yourself. I know you would have wanted to be here at the end, but I am glad you are not.
Open the door, Wesson! Time to face justice!
Your mother and I love you very much, and we are so proud of the woman you've become. You are destined for great things, Miss Lucia Wesson. I regret that I shall not live to...
Oh, God!
That's tough.
Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed at the mess it's in now.
Okay, more money. Rubble.
Damn Dorseys weren't content to rip everything up. They had to toss the furniture around too. Animals. Couldn't even leave my memories of this place alone.
Peer beyond the rubble. It's dark, but you can make out smashed scraps of wood and splintered doors. It doesn't look like the attackers left much of anything
No
behind.
point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse. And the Dorseys took everything worth stealing.
Step away. Okay.
Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed at the mess it's in now.
Pulse gun, energy cells. Energy cells are nice. Money. And an ice axe. Is this gonna say the same thing? This house had a lot of furniture. Most of it is now blocking this hallway. Is this gonna... Okay.
Wow. Daddy really didn't want any Dorseys to muck around with his cooking supplies.
Let's quick save. Toaster. Nice. Perfect. Alright, everybody's equipped. Ooh, snake squeeze-ins. We need that for some crafting recipes. Machine turret, pocket saw pups. Nice. Got some more turrets. Nice. Okay, we got some good stuff in here. Sorry, Lucia. Just raided your home. It was necessary. The statue.
Hey, boss.
You talking to the bot? As leaders of the 100 families look on, Isaiah Buchanan passes the flag of the United States of America to his son, the future Patriarch of Colorado, Saul Buchanan, calling upon him to protect and glorify it to the end of his days. The statue has been weathered by time and the elements, but you can still see the resemblance. Nice, crafting parts. Robots and Rangers for real. The label simply reads best game ever.
You descend the narrow stairs and find the door to the bunker slightly ajar. I listen at the door. Make a perception roll. It's awful dark
Like
out
Dungeons
here.
and Dragons.
Maybe we should go inside. This was your idea. You said it would be cool to play a game in the park. I got a 15. Do I hear anything? You hear a faint scraping sound inside. Like the sound of a skeletal foot dragging across stone. It's coming closer. Did you hear that? It's just the wind. Ah! A pale dog! There's a pale dog watching us!
What? Where? I don't see...
It's coming after us! Run!
What the heck? Okay. Ancient love letter. An inscription on the bench reads, "For Camilla, the cleverest girl I met on a Monday." Noting the reference to a day of the week, like in the ancient love letter, you search the area. Wedged underneath the bench, you find a small ornate key. It looks like it's been here for a long time. Okay. LB. A plaque on this tree planted on the day of the Patriarch's birth, Tuesday, April 18, 2028. This looks like the third location mentioned in the love letter. Assuming the letters hiding this place was the first location, the park bench was the second. Examining the tree carefully, you find a box that someone concealed in the trunk. The wood has grown around it, but a tiny keyhole is visible through a crack in the wood. Pick the lock using very tiny tools. So that should give us XP. The box is bigger than it looks. You pull out a tightly rolled bearskin. Unrolling it, you discover what appears to be an ancient and undelivered marriage proposal, along with quite a lot of money.
I reckon it's a good thing this proposal was never delivered.
Ah, young love. Glad I grew out of it.
Is this to the Patriarch's place?
Ah, the park.
Gotta be. All this stuff here. Alright, we'll check that out last. Yeah, Patriarch's Palace. Let's keep exploring this area. Fame is obscure. How is our fame doing? Reputation. 100 families, Patriarch marshals, refugees. 100 families, it's the weakest. Neutral, loved, and liked.
They let anyone into the Heights these days.
Alright, lady.
I wish they'd get a younger preacher to come and give sermons.
You just want eye candy.
Guilty.
Oh. Requires power? Power looks like it goes that way.
Let us pray for those lost in the Dorsey attack, especially the Wesson family. Percival, Maria.
That's
and
who we gotta
Percy
talk
Jr.
to. Pretty sure. A book?
The first
The
deluge
Gospel of
was
Nicholas,
water.
an excerpt
The
from the
second
scripture of the Holy
deluge was
Deluge.
Is your soul prepared for the deluge to come?
You're in front.
If
Miriam
you'd like to
Knox.
sign up as a volunteer,
The middle-aged woman murmurs quietly to herself, her hands clasped in prayer. When she notices you standing nearby, she looks up and you see tears streaming down her cheeks.
Thank God. You're the Westerners, aren't you? The Rangers?
That's us. Need our help, ma'am?
My husband, my Hardy, was in Aspen when Vic Buchanan raided the town. Vic took him hostage, but there's been no word for weeks. I know it's frightful wicked to hope for the safety of one soul over many, but I beg you, find him. Save him if you can.
No need to beg, Mrs. Knox. We have business of our own with Vic Buchanan. If your husband's alive, we'll find him.
The older woman flinches, raises her head again, and risks a smile.
I didn't see you there, Lucia. You're a good girl. Always have been. I'm dreadful sorry for your loss.
Lucia nods at the words, but quickly looks away.
We have money, Rangers. Even though we don't live fancy like some families do, if you bring my Hardy home safe, we'll donate all we can to your cause.
Can you describe your husband for us? Oh.
He's a little on the portly side. Always well dressed. But he likes playing cowboy out on the ranch. Kindest man in the 100 families. That's why I married him.
You're from one of the 100 families?
Yes, but we're homebodies, and neither of us is very political. We own bison ranches out east, supply Colorado Springs with half its meat.
We found this old journal in our headquarters. It mentions the Knox family. Any interest in it?
Let me see who... Allie Blue? Aunt Allie? My goodness, of course! I'd love to read this. Blue is my maiden name. Back in the old days, the Blues and the Knoxes hated each other. Old Aunt Allie almost shot me when I told her I was gonna marry Hardy. Always wanted to know what things were like when she was young. Oh, thank you, Rangers. Let me give you something for this.
Oh, geez. I already made like, what, 70 bucks?
I know you
We'll do what we can, Miss Knox.
Thank you, Rangers.
We'll do what we can. Oh, is this for the power? It is. Another cyborg chicken. Sleeky, muscular, more raptor than fowl, this cybernetically enhanced chicken cuts an unusually menacing figure. It paces and prowls, clearly displeased at your presence. Fall in, soldier. You're a ranger now. It does not hesitate. The chicken simply falls into sinuous lockstep every inch the trained warrior. Dude, are we gonna have an army of cyborg chickens? Is that what's happening? We have 2. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. A kiss-ass book. Okay. Molotov. Blunt weapon. Ammo. Money. Scrap. Nice. Alright, let's talk to Gideon Reyes. See what this guy's got to say. This man looks like he might have been drawn by a mathematician. Precision, cut luxury, and manicured good looks.
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes? I'm most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
Uncle Gideon, you heard about my family?
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry. You know you always have a place in my house, for as long as you need.
I know, and I am grateful. But I have a place with these Rangers now. We mean to see justice done for my family.
Is that so, Rangers?
That's right. Your niece is a deputized ranger now.
She was always an impressive girl. My sister would be proud of her. Now, I expect you're here about my call. There is a situation in Colorado Springs that requires a delicate touch. But first, you need to know the truth about this city.
Okay.
Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends. We can barely feed our existing population, and now smugglers are bringing refugees into the city every day. If we had enough food to support them, we would welcome them. But we don't. I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys and his children have left the marshals spread too thin. It seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy keep putting refugees in the pillories, rather than stopping the tide at its source. It's infuriating. And that is why I've called you.
Sounds like the problem is the Patriarch's policies. Why punish the refugees for that?
You're right, Rangers. I am suggesting you to treat the symptom rather than the cause. But that is because the symptom is about to overwhelm us, and the cause, well, it is very difficult to change the Patriarch's mind. And if it can't be done, the alternative would be changing the regime. Which, even for those who have wanted it most, has seemed impossible. Thus, we must address things that are possible, like discouraging smugglers from bringing refugees to the city.
You're suggesting regime change?
Don't put words in my mouth, Rangers. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm merely stating realities. My loyalty to the Patriarch goes without saying. But let's save any talk of politics until after this refugee crisis is dealt with. Are you willing to help me or not?
Where are the refugees coming from?
The plains, mostly. After the Patriarch defeated the eastern gangs, people started settling out there, thinking it was safe. Now the gangs have returned, and all the homesteaders are fleeing back to Colorado Springs.
If the Patriarch doesn't care about these smugglers, you'd be doing this on our own time. Will you pay?
Oh, of course. And not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapaho garage, and I can get them to provide you with mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best, and I'll pay for everything.
Okay, we'll look into this for you.
Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are operating out of the bazaar, a trader's market east of Colorado Springs. When you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. Arrest them. I just want this problem to go away.
Okay, so we're not doing anything to the refugees who are currently here. We're doing something to the smugglers.
Thank you for agreeing to help. You are doing Colorado Springs a great service.
Now, given the current situation, it would seem that we're overcrowding here. They're starting to put refugees in the pillories, probably because they're stealing for food. Can't afford to feed everybody. They don't have enough food. Refugees don't necessarily seem like the problem. It's more so that the smugglers keep bringing the refugees here. I can't say that's necessarily a bad thing, stopping the smugglers. Granted, the refugees might not have a place to go. I have a feeling our reputation's about to fluctuate between the 100 families or the refugees. I don't think we can be friends with both. So I think we're gonna have some decisions to make.
Goodbye, and good luck.
If you can't already feed, obviously it's a tough decision, but if you can't already feed who you have, how can you bring in more?
I can't believe I'm stuck with this assignment.
Please step back, Rangers. I'm not supposed to let anyone near this servitor drone. It's malfunctioning something fierce, and we think it belonged to the Wessons.
Oh. Kiss Ass 6 and Patriarch Marshall's neutral. But the Marshals love us. Why can't we take a closer look?
Ongoing investigation, or something. How should I know? Now please, step back.
Oh, here we go. Kiss Ass 5 and Patriarch Marshals loved. You know the Rangers have been helping the Marshals, now let us help you. If we can fix this drone, you won't have to stand out here in the cold.
Yeah? Well, good point. And I know you Rangers can take care of yourselves. Just don't blame me if that thing shoots you or something. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
As far as you can tell, the drone is stuck in some sort of loop. Its chassis is banged up, so the damage may have led to an internal fault. Nerd stuff. If the robot's operating system crashed, it might initiate a reboot sequence. Mechanics. It might be possible to rewire the servitor bot without shutting it off. That would allow you to force the system restart, in theory. Hard crash the drone's brain so it reboots, or hotwire the drone and force a full system restart. Now, this is Ice, this is Jester. Jester needs more XP, so I'm going with mechanics. You smell burning plastic. After a moment, some internal fans kick in and the scent fades.
Hey, look at him go.
He said going to locate hidden treasure? Is he just gonna take us to, he might just take us to where we already found the treasure. But we're gonna follow him. Dude, look at our party, man. 2 cyborg chickens. I'm loving it. A cat, dog, and 2 chickens. We're like farmers. Oh, is he gonna clear the rubble? Oh?
Objective complete. Current location. Located treasure.
Nice. Whoa. Requires cyborg tech. Fires a laser blast from your cybernetic eye, hitting multiple targets. Dude, these cybernetics seem crazy. +3 crit chance. Another blunt weapon, a Molotov. 5.56, 45 ammo, money, and scrap. Hell yeah. Where'd the servitor go? He just disappeared? No, he's up here. Can we do anything else with this guy? No, okay. Well, that was cool. That was totally worth it. Alright, let's see what's up this way. This might just lead back to the Patriarch's palace, but we have a building over here.
All the crime around here happens indoors.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna lead back to the palace. Elite guards. Oh, God. At your approach, the servitor twitches and heaves, rising to its full height.
Hello, and welcome to the wondrous, fabulous, most fantabulous home of the Lord family.
It finishes with a burst of static and sparks.
What is your business at the Lord's estate?
Override the robot and set yourself as the administrator. The servitor goes silent for a moment before jolting back to attention.
The master is expecting you. Please enter through the door.
Go ahead and quick save. Bellamy Ward. Can we like loot your house first, dude? What is this?
Rangers, so good to see you. Thank you again for saving my life.
Oh, this is the like scientist guy. Chemistry set. Gentleman's first chemistry set, advanced edition. Elijah Ward.
I knew the security system needed more security checks and fewer show tunes. Blast. You are the Rangers, correct? I expected our paths to cross eventually. Let me express my thanks for saving my son Bellamy in the Garden of the Gods. All I can manage is the ineloquent gratitude of a father who thought he lost his child. May I help you with something?
What can you tell us about the Patriarch's children?
Their names are Valor, Victory, and Liberty. They are Saul Buchanan's children. He loves them as only a father can. I understand that, love. That's all I should say. Please ask me about anything else.
What sort of work do you do here?
Most of my time is spent researching and developing technology. In time, I believe we can restore our standard of living to that of the legendary pre-war days in the 1980s. Who knows? Someday we may even exceed it.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Bye, Rangers.
Solar panels? Clockwork chicken. Packed from beak to butt with explosives. When its springs break, the gizzards gone wild will cluck you up. What the heck is that? What? Remote control trip and frag grenade. So deployable. An explosive chicken. This game loves its chickens. This corner of the room smells like biology class. Formaldehyde and antiseptics. This looks like a work-in-progress version of the solar collectors placed throughout the Garden of the Gods. Step away from the solar collector. Damn it. 7 and 4, weird science. So we gotta get your weird science up. We don't need survival anymore. And then you need one more mechanics. Okay. Not quite, not quite. Maybe we'll come back here. Hopefully we remember to come back here. Crafting components, scrap, we'll take it. Can interact with the fireplace? After a moment of examination, it becomes clear this wood is burning abnormally slowly. It looks like it had been treated with some kind of chemical. Cool. Weird science check. Ooh. More named characters.
Oh, look. Tourists.
Oh, Melissa, you're too much. Oh, we're just talking. Strangers, no need to get any closer.
What could you possibly want?
Alrighty. So we got some vehicles here. Oh man. So I take it this is where the fight would go down. Not much of use for a fountain in frozen Colorado. This must have been built before the nuclear apocalypse. Diligent Joe.
Yes? Oh, hello. You must be the Rangers.
Dude, you know us. We've met you before.
I'm Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's personal secretary. I make sure only people who have official business with him get past his door. You, due to the importance of your mission, have Mr. Buchanan's leave to enter as necessary. Of course, that privilege could be revoked at any time, but for now, please go on in.
Hello, Joe.
Ah, Miss Wesson. You have my deepest sympathies on the deaths of your family.
Thank you, Joe.
So normal folks can't see the Patriarch?
It used to be that we held town hall meetings where citizens could bring their grievances before him, but that practice has changed in the last year or so due to security concerns.
Okay.
Good day. I've told you before, drone. The Patriarch isn't interested.
Departed respectfully.
We got some stuff over here. Nice. Need all the ammo we can get. Absolutely. You have something going on over here, too. This guy loves his statues. Oh, it's a rabbit. We have a rabbit already. Let's quick save. Head into the Patriarch's palace. A bunch of missiles for a throne? That's kind of cool. The statue looks like a much younger version of the Patriarch.
This palace used to be a fancy hotel back before the deluge. Wonder if they had the turret guns back then.
Plasma turrets? Dude. This painting dates from before the apocalypse. It depicts a city with an unpronounceable name in a place called Europe.
Stop.
Okay. Well, we can't do that.
Welcome to the palace, Ranger.
Said we're love, so this is the adamant and immaculate. Oh my gosh, dude. If we ever had to fight this would be awful. Beloved Lara,
The old man
2070.
sure knew how to pick 'em, not so much how to keep 'em.
Olivia,
Those were his
2059.
first two wives. They were dead before I was born.
Ah. His wives. Claimed from the body of a breather in 2106. Scar collector arm from the Battle of Pumpkin Center, 2097.
Imagine the jolly times around this table.
Patriarch still has chairs around his dining table as if he's waiting for his wayward children to come home. The front of this vase is clean and shiny, the back is caked with dust. Genuine payaso footwear spattered with genuine payaso blood. An old rubber monster mask, is that dried out head inside? Adoption records, Melissa Howe. By order of Saul Buchanan, the orphan will be represented as a legitimate heir of Claire Howe. All marshals present during the Godfisher raid are sworn to secrecy. The papers appear to be adoption records for one Melissa Howe. One section stands out by order. Okay. You recognize the name Howe from Broadmoor Heights. She was one of the people mocking others as they passed. Ooh. Mask of the Cyclops, last warlord of the Monster Army. Looks like the war banner of some Forgotten Plains gang defeated long ago. Okay, it's like a little museum. The oldest Monster Army Masher jacket. Legend says it belonged to an adolescent werewolf who wreaked terror on on a small town. A young Saul Buchanan slew the last wearer and took the jacket as a trophy.
You're cleared for public areas only.
You got it. A smaller version of the giant Patriarch statue in Market Square. Maybe this was the prototype. Okay. Well, we can't even open that, regardless.
Rangers, welcome. How are you settling in?
Everything's going great. Thanks again for all your help.
Not at all. Now, what can I do for you?
We have some questions.
Ask there.
Have you thought about what will happen to Colorado after you're gone?
Why? Are you getting ideas?
It just seems as you're not planning to pass the job to your children, it might be time to consider another successor.
I've got years left to make that decision, Rangers. And I'm certainly not going to make it while all this is going on.
What happened between you and the Dorseys?
Used to be my strongest supporters. Until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me. And, well, until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently, Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I should have been more thorough. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before.
Couldn't help but noticing that you seem to favor your daughter over your sons.
Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, I'd have already passed the throne to her. Unfortunately, she has no interest in governing, only ruling.
Have you ever considered expanding beyond the borders of Colorado?
The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools expand beyond their ability to govern.
Let's back up.
Fine.
That's all for now.
Get going, Rangers. You have work to do.
Can we open any of this stuff?
No sudden moves. Understand?
No, we cannot. There's a note pinned here. Hey, Charlie, we all know afternoon turret duty bites, but clean up your mess. Thanks. Oh, didn't the chickens get more health? Duty roster terminal. Access restricted. Nerd stuff. Damn it. View current duty roster. East wing on duty. Dining room unassigned. Turret maintenance on duty. Lobby front desk reception duty unassigned. Duty roster terminal access restricted. Submit shift change request. Enter name or use backup key to cancel. Hit the backspace key. I don't think we want to mess with that yet. Step away from the terminal. Sub. Nice. Yeah, I don't think we want to mess with that yet. Jacob, you lost the bet, so you can make the coffee. Make the coffee.
You hear about Rosalind?
These machines look like they haven't worked in years.
Scuttlebutt is he's been trying to get rotated
Nice.
into her unit.
Chips Ahoy and Snickers.
Oh, we gotta make this happen. You ever see Roz go all Ice Queen on some poor soul? It's like, I can't even describe it.
Careful, or someone will think you got the hot for Rosalind.
No way. I just appreciate a nice evisceration when I see one.
So, it's time to leave, yeah? We gotta go to the bazaar. It's time to leave Colorado Springs and the headquarters. Which I'm a little scared for. But that's how we finally fully get the headquarters. So I think we explored everything that we need to explore. I think we're ready to go. Can we, no. I was wondering if we could move from the map, but it doesn't seem like it.
I used to play on these streets. Blood on them.
Okay. We have 153 ammo, 109, and 72. Let's look at our weapons. You have a semi-auto pistol. Boom. We're gonna use that. That's also 9mm. We also have this sub, but I'm assuming what you have is better. Yes. Only other person who could use a sub is you. Your range is better. Base hit chance. I think I'm gonna stay with the assault rifles for now. Tommy guns we don't need. Sub. We got better shotguns. Snipers were good. Argon lance, flamethrower, melee weapons. Weird science, mechanics. Good there. Armor. We got the cyborg stuff. Healing bonus. Usable items. Got the med hypos. I guess this food can come in handy when we need to do small healing after combat. We modded this weapon, though. Yes, we did. Used to have a level 7. Level 3, we need a better light machine gun. Level 5, not super great. Level 5. Level 5. I don't think anybody else's weapons are worth upgrading right now. So, let's go ahead and get a move on. Where is that? Where are we at? That's the machine shop. Ranger HQ. But yeah, I think it's time to go. I think it's time to move on to the next area.
Jeffrey ripped a robo arm off that scar collector.
Which I'm a little nervous for, but also excited. And I think we just go... Where's our vehicle? Oh, it's in here now.
Keeping the refugees here is just temporary, right?
Alright, leave area. Travel to Colorado. Well, that is something we will start with next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.